Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to talk about Kiwi US dollar as price continues to rise, but is price ready to drop? Now, I've got some commitment of trader analysis behind the strength and weakness chart, but what's quite noticeable on the strength and weakness chart at the moment is the fact that we haven't really moved anywhere on the price. Now, what we typically look for when we're looking for the market to reverse, like we looked at Aussie last week, was the fact that the price was in those reversal sort of areas. So we can see Aussie was in that +5 area where we said maybe time to start looking for some Aussie sells, and that's when we saw the markets or the Aussie changes in cycles on a few daily charts. And we can see this week that the Australian dollar has lost some value. So we're expecting that to follow through into this week. However, Kiwi has remained relatively strong and it hasn't actually budged above this area of the +4 for a while now, and we're expecting maybe a little bit more upside out of the market in order to then look for those shorting opportunities. But what's interested me is just taking a quick look at commitment of trader analysis. Now, this is very basic data in front of me, but what's interesting about this is the sort of areas where the market has peaked before. Okay, so we can see most recently in 2020 we saw the market drop into this area here, which was the start of 2020 where we saw that drop in price. Okay, and we can see that the short contracts from the or the dealers in this case, which is this green line, or the commercials as I like to refer them to, are essentially increasing their short contracts as price rallies. So you can see this rally into these previous structure highs here. Price is essentially, or what the commercials do is they add short contracts on as price rallies. They then get to an area where the market's been at an extreme before. So if I just look left, the market also peaked back in this area before. We can see previous structure on the weekly analysis up here, or the price on the weekly. The market then drops from that area as well. So typically what we look for is we look for the market to be at an extreme in terms of contracts, which we are getting now in order to look for shorts. But what's interesting is the fact that price is actually trading below, or the dealer's line is below the previous peaks in the market, apart from back in 2018 where we have these lows just through here. So what we may actually be seeing from Kiwi is that the market isn't at the extreme at the moment, and we're waiting for it to maybe reach these prices up here in order to then look for that play of the short contracts playing out and seeing the reversal in the trend. Okay, so this peak back in April 2018, which we can relate to on the chart, if I just move out the way here and we look at 2018, we can see around about that sort of May and also April time is this block just through here. Okay, so what we could be expecting from Kiwi US dollar at the moment is the fact that it hasn't actually finished that move just yet. We may actually be witnessing a little bit of a slight rejection before seeing a rally up into sort of around about that 7160, 7200 area, where we then may see the reversal. Because we also have to remember that the US dollar seasonal report suggests that the market is bearish until the end of the year, which could help Kiwi prices move higher. So what I'm actually expecting is what we typically see seasonally as well out of Kiwi dollar in particular, is we get to the start of the year and the market tends to move to the downside. So what I'm actually expecting is a bit of a rally to the end of the year. We hit this block here where the market has found extremes on short contracts on the commitment of trader reports, and then see a drop from there back down into previous supporting points from a weekly perspective. So the trend might not be over just yet. We were watching these 4 hours suggesting that you should be keen or watching the 4-hour changes in trend. At the moment, we don't have any changes in trend because the market actually created this low here. We rallied, we've retested it once, we actually broke out of it, but then we have this false breakout pattern on Kiwi. Okay, what we typically look for is 2 closes below the low, and we didn't get that. Okay, so the markets give us a false breakout. We could now see this market rally to the upside till the end of the year, and then we see those short contracts coming into play on the commercials. So keep an eye on your Kiwi. It is at a point where we should start taking notice of it. Is it going to rally back up into this weekly block up here? If it does, this could be a great area to short going into the new year. Thanks for watching this video update, and I'll speak to you soon.